Hey, thank you for coming by, Tori Magoo 44. It is, what is it? It's the 19th of July, 2013. That means 13 years ago, I escaped out. That's right. All right, hang on. I know you guys know the story, but I got something else to add to it that you don't know that happened today. All right, so hang on. 13 years ago, for anybody who is, I'm going to keep this short for anybody else. If you've already seen it and you know it, you can just type in on my YouTube site, escape, and it'll bring up, I did a 10-part series on escaping out of Scientology, literally 13 years ago. And what it led up to it, what happened, how I got out. And it's a really great series. It's a 10-part series. So if you haven't seen it, I recommend you type it in and check it out. For those anyone new, yes, I escaped out 13 years ago on the 20th. I woke up and I announced it on the internet. I had no idea. Back then, very few people were using the internet, certainly in Scientology. And so I posted Magoo Left the Building, just thinking my friend then, who turned out not to be such a great friend, but Bill Yachty, who was working with OSA. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's a long story that's all in that escape series. But the point is, I'm out and I'm free. And I've been free for 13 years. And when I left, the night that I left, I said to the person that was helping me, Stacy Brooks, I said, I am not going to speak out. I am not going to picket. I am not going to make videos. I am just leaving under the radar quietly. And they should have left me alone, but they didn't. And that's why I basically started speaking out, because they just kept picking on me and doing little things. And finally I realized, you know what? I have a right to free speech too. And I started talking, and I haven't stopped since. So there you go on that. Way to go, OSA. Way to go. It's 13 years now. I told you 13 years ago there's an army out here. Back then it was an army of critics. Now it's worldwide critics, anonymous, ex-Scientologists, independents. I mean, it is fantastic. People are exposing the abuses of the Church of Scientology. And yay. But let's look at what happened today. Today, I was down at the convention center at a gift show, and a guy, young kid, started, oh, you've got to sit down, you have dry skin, you've got to try this cream and blah, blah, blah. And if you get this one and that one and this one and that one, we can give it to you for. And I started thinking, wow, this is ringing a bell, right? But I didn't really put it together totally. But it was just this high pressure thing. And I was like, no, really, I've already spent my money for the day. No, I'm done. And so then the kids started on like, well, how about credit cards? Do you have debit cards, credit cards, anything? And I looked at them and I said, you know what? I don't carry credit cards. I don't have credit cards. And I don't bring my debit card to a gift show because I know I'll spend the money, right? And so I said, I highly recommend you never get into credit cards. You're young. Don't start using credit cards. And he was kind of like, oh, okay, whatever you say. And I said, and don't do Scientology either. And he goes, too late for that. And I said, oh no, really? And he goes, don't tell me about it. I don't want to hear about it. Now this is a 22-year-old kid who just has gotten in. And he's like, don't tell me about it. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to hear about it. And I'm like, listen to me. I'm not saying anything that will hurt you. I'm telling you to go on the internet, look at both sides. No, I don't want to. I'm not going to. I'm not going to look at anything. No. I mean, it was frightening for me to see. We were never that way. Now, granted, the internet wasn't around when we were in. I mean, barely, it was barely in right when it was happening barely when I escaped out. But basically, most of us didn't have the access of the internet. So that was a huge part of it, where we didn't have anybody to talk to. If you left, if you talked to anybody that was out, you were declared suppressive. That was it. Whereas now people can sit in a coffee shop on their cell phone and listen to me, listen to them, make up your own mind. That's what I say. You don't have to. Here's the trump card on it. See, everybody out, every ex-Scientologist, every critic, every anonymous, every independent, everyone can say, hey, you, look at both sides, make up your own mind. Why? Because we know that if you really and honestly look at both sides, you will never go back in that church, which we know it isn't a church, really. But what does the Church of Scientology have to do? Just like this kid today. No, no, no. I don't want to hear about it. No, no, really, I can't. I mean, he was terrified. It was really scary to see. This is today, July 19th, 2013. This happened today, where the kid's like, no, no, don't tell me a thing. I don't want to look at it. No, I'm not going on the internet. No, no. And I said, listen to yourself. You're a young man. I'm just saying, look at both sides. I'm not telling you any facts. I'm just saying, look at both sides. No, 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 no. It was really amazing. So I want you guys to know, as much as we think, it's done, they're falling apart, which they are, but they're still suckering in these young kids. And that's why we got to be out there talking to people. That's why every young person I talk to, I say, don't get in Scientology. Because you never know when you're going to see, we were like, oh my God, we couldn't believe it. It was just like unbelievable. But anyway, there you go. I'm free. I can't thank all of you enough. Everyone who has helped me for 13 years. It is just, I can't possibly say thank you enough. But you have truly and honestly helped me along this road, and it has been an amazing road. And wow, I started saying tick tock, time is on our side years ago. And whoa, has that come true? Because, the more people that leave, the more people are going to talk out. The more people that talk, the more people are going to leave. Here you go. I warned you, Davy boy. I warned you about this, but you won't ever listen to us. So keep on doing what you're doing, because it's fabulous. We're getting more people out every single day. As much as you get this one little kid in, we got tons of people that are out. So that's what really matters. So thank you to everyone. I love you, and thank you. It's my anniversary, my 13th anniversary, and thank you for celebrating it with me. I love you, and peace out.